Spear suddenly hears it, hundreds of sounds echoing through the pit, each one eerily familiar. The noise comes from every direction, crawling out of the darkness. From holes carved into the pit walls, cave dwellers pour out in swarms. Before he can react, they descend on him all at once. Everything goes black. When Spear wakes, his body is bound. He scans his surroundings and realizes the horror of where he is. All around him lie skeletons, people who were once tied up just like him, stripped to bone after being eaten alive. Nearby, dozens of cave dwellers gnaw on what remains of a captured human. Then Spear notices the worst of it. One of the creatures is already chewing on his hand. Flesh is gone. Bone is exposed. Without hesitation, Spear tears his own hand free. The sudden movement enrages the cave dweller, but before it can react, a sharp cricket sound cuts through the pit. The creature pauses, tilting its head, then scuttles off to investigate, perhaps drawn by the promise of another meal. One by one, the other cave dwellers hear it too, abandoning their feeding and gathering beneath the echoing sound. Their anger builds when they can't immediately locate the source. They slow, searching carefully, until they spot it, a small cricket. The cave dwellers scream and charge. The cricket dodges desperately, darting through the air, flying from shadow to shadow. It briefly lands near Spear, meeting his eyes for a moment, before fleeing again as the creature's closened. Spear roars in fury and strain. Using what remains of his hand, he realizes how sharp the exposed bone is. He saws through the ropes, but his anger twists into panic when he sees the cricket completely surrounded. He roars again. Some of the cave dwellers turn toward him, and that's enough. Spear meets them with violent force, smashing and tearing through their bodies. They overwhelm him with numbers, pinning him down again and again, but his determination to protect the small creature fuels him. As one cave dweller grabs a bone and raises it toward the trapped cricket, Spear explodes with strength, hurling the attackers aside and charging forward. He's too late. The bone comes down. The cricket is crushed. A memory of Fong flashes through Spear's mind. In a single strike, he kills the cave dweller responsible. For the first time since becoming what he is, emotion breaks through, his eyes fill, tears spilling as the remaining cave dwellers rush him. Crying now, he leaps into them, slaughtering each one without mercy. He spots discarded spears on the ground and arms himself. With the weapon, the killing becomes faster, more efficient. The cave dwellers keep coming, but Spear does not stop until the pit is silent and every last one of them lies dead. He kneels beside the crushed cricket, grief heavy in his chest. He gently touches it, hoping, knowing it's pointless, that it might move. When it doesn't, he gathers stones and buries the tiny body himself. As he rises, one of his organs slips from a broken rib. He calmly pushes it back in place and binds his chest with cloth, fashioning a crude replacement for the shattered bone. Nearby, he notices a single tooth on the ground. Another memory strikes him, Fong. Believing it belonged to her, he threads it around his neck. Taking up a spear, Spear climbs out of the pit using the piled corpses as a ladder. As he walks forward into the open world, he hears a familiar sound again. This time, it isn't just one cricket but many.